Welcome to the M spot. Yeah, Mac Manz. Let's go. Woo, woo. Yeah. M spot with a mindset shift. Yeah. Motivation turn pain to a gift. Let's go. Momentum when the moment don't quit. Mac Manz talk truth. This is it. Yeah, I'm back with the facts. News hit fast, no cap. Sports talk, real talk. Bring the guests to the map. Different walks, different lives. Every voice get heard. Message in the madness. Every line got a word. Motivation when you feel like you stuck in place. Momentum keep pushing when you losing the race. Moments turn legends when you stay on the grind. Maturation, elevation of the mind. M-spot with a mindset shift. Yeah. Motivation turn pain to a gift. Let's go. Momentum when the moment don't quit. Mac Manz talk truth. This is it. M-spot, Mac Manz, the M-spot, with mindset, meets momentum. Woo!
You already know it is he is I am him, Mac Manz. And today we have a special, different type of show for you. Because in studio is one of my buddies, one of my friends, referee Wayne Maddox.
Hi, Internet. It's Wayne again.
We're going to have a good time. As you know, here on the M Spot, let's give out gunshot salutes. You already know the M Spot is the spot where people who don't get a platform, I give them a platform. So you're going to see everything from me. You're going to see wrestling. You're going to see psychologists. You're going
Officiating.
to officiators. Yeah, officiating referees. You're going to see different type of things here on the M Spot. So I'm glad Wayne Maddox, he wanted to have a platform to talk, and I told him I would give him that. But before we get started, let's go ahead and make sure we acknowledge everybody watching on Twitch at Mac Manz 1231, watching on YouTube at Mac Manz Media LLC, and watching on Facebook at Ontario Hill, and also and Wayne Maddox, if I'm mistaken, right?
Yes. And I see you out there, Sleazy, commenting from the Natural State Wrestling YouTube. I promise I will be good. There will be no ill words said tonight. I promise.
And look, we were so nice. I didn't even put my shades on.
Oh
See
wow!
that?
Yeah, you're so excited to get started.
So we are going to behave tonight. We're gonna. Hey, hold up. Say, Jack said he wants a gunshot salute. Gunshot salute to you, Jax. So listen here. Don't. I'm gonna be 100% honest. Do not get upset about how the interview goes or how we're talking. Nothing is ever personal. You know that. And I'm talking to who I'm talking to. They know who they are. Please understand that nothing is done out of malice. We're just here having a good time. I'm getting on a platform to talk. You know how me and you do, Sleazy. So you don't overstep your boundary. I won't overstep mine. However, I do have to talk to you about something, because I just had something develop where me and my guys are getting kind of hungry for competition. And don't worry about it. I guess we'll get up with your street crew. They'll tell you what we got going on a little bit later. So don't worry about that. All right. Anyway, so Wayne, I'm gonna give you a platform to tell them who you are, what it is you do, and how do you get involved into that.
Hi, howdy, hey, everybody out there in the land of the internet. I am Wayne Maddox. I am senior official of APS Action Pack Sports, and also the senior official, no matter what anybody has to say, over Natural State Wrestling. Also the head of the Natural State Wrestling Road Crew, which I think I'll be going on a little bit of a trip starting tomorrow with the road crew. So I would like to talk a little bit about that later on.
Okay, cool. So how'd you become an official? What gave you the officiating bug? How'd you
Well, I mean, I started initially wanting to do professional wrestling, as a professional wrestler, but like as a way to get my foot in the door and get myself in the ring, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna start as an official. I'm gonna get that going. I just so I can like get the ring awareness, feel it out, and just overall improve my cardio and conditioning within the ring itself. But as I started to do it, started learning the ins and outs, I started to like appreciate the art form and the control, I guess, if you will, of being an official within the professional wrestling universe. It's really a very important part of the professional wrestling match, not just like a single aspect of it, but an entire wrestling match. And it doesn't get the love that it deserves. And I want to help expand and share the love of professional wrestling refereeing and officiating.
That's cool, because I think, like I tell people, like I was telling somebody about my position as a manager. It's not a position that's always needed, because think about it, you can have a match at any time you want, which is two wrestlers and a ref. You don't even have to have a ring either. So like, I am seriously like, I feel like an endangered species half the time. No, honestly, because like it's not necessary, but your position is So as far as officiating, how do people get into that? Like, I mean, is there a certain way you get into it? What do you have to do? Do you have to just like show up, or is there any training, special training, or?
Yeah, I mean, first rule of professional wrestling, if you want to do anything, the first rule is to show up. In my personal opinion, for me. It started off with I started with videoing, then going into officiating, and I just kind of I had some outlets, I had some places to train. I trained initially started up in Tuckerman, training with Craig Stone and TB, showing me the ropes on officiating. Then after that, I hooked up with Action Jackson, Jonathan Holt, and started training over with APS. That's where I really started to hone it down, started to figure it out, and really came into my own identity and whatnot for officiating and whatnot.
Okay, cool. That's cool. So so now I'm gonna be honest. The officiating thing, I'm gonna tell you what's so funny about being an official. Being an official, you really can't. You're supposed to call it right down the middle. But
I always do.
Okay, but okay, I'm gonna be honest. But as of late, you may be considered kind of suspect from certain actions. Now, hold on, wait, hold on. Now, wait, hold on. Now, you didn't let me finish. Now, I know that I help partake in those actions, so I do feel at fault. But I'm able to handle my business. I have associates, as you know. We handle business. You are on your own. So how do you? I mean, keep it real. I mean, what's this thing with you and Lucas? What's going on? I really want to know.
I will. I'll be honest with you. As of right now, I am contractually obligated to not speak on the matter of he shall not be named. That's all I have to say on it.
Okay, cool. Okay, so we'll get out of that. Okay, so now let's be serious. So when you're not officiating, what are some of your favorite pastimes? What do you like to do? As far as what makes Wayne Maddox Day what it is?
I mean, if I'm honest, if I have a weekend in which I'm not going out on the road doing stuff within professional wrestling and whatnot, I'm laying in bed playing video games and just kind of relaxing and resting for the next week and whatnot. As for the week, it's pretty normal. Work, try to go to the gym, try to go to bed at a reasonable hour when ultimately I don't. But normal everyday things that I think most of us can kind of relate to.
Okay, so you're big on me time, personal time.
Yes.
Okay, so if you can, please express to any viewer watching right now, as far as like, see, because everybody tuning in this and whoever's not watching, all thought this is gonna be just about wrestling. This ain't what this is just about. We also cover topics. Yeah, we cover topics. That's why I love doing this show, because I let everybody come on the M spot. You chilling. You get to be as real as you want to be. And so, with you enjoying personal time or needing that me time, what does that do for your peace, like your tranquility, your area where you find that it's like no matter what's going on, I'm able to come into this area and just be me. I mean, what is it? What is it that makes that you time that important to get to that area? I mean, what is it that makes it that important to you?
I'd probably have to say that's like where I can get a lot of like that almost introspective thought, whether it be like on personal thoughts on and self-reflection on self, or professional thought, furthering myself within my art form, professional wrestling and other arts like videography. I'm also starting to dabble in amateur graphic design and everything. So I think that's that free time to be able to just kind of sit back, relax, just kind of unload the day unto yourself, and just take a load off for once, for the short time you have before you inevitably go to sleep.
Gotcha. Okay, so here's a question I've been dying to ask you seriously. So now I know how I do it. I'm a busy guy. If you ever, I'm doing the podcast in the morning with Rich and the People. Let's give applause for that. And then I'm doing the podcast I do at night, the Two Ball Guys, and also the what we're doing out of M Spot. So I'm super busy. So it's hard to juggle things around and still keep my mental focused on doing what I have to do for the next day, or allowing it to have the me time. How does it feel, seriously, to have to juggle everyday life, working, professional wrestling, and still find the me time? Two-part question. How do you manage to do it? And what is the one piece of advice you can give people that are trying to find that area where they find their me time and peace and all the hustle and bustle of everyday life?
I'll flip it first. I'll answer the second question, the second part first. DDP, Diamond Dallas Page, I heard it from him first. He said something along the lines of, if you don't if you don't make the time to for your wellness or something along those lines, you will have to take the time, whether you like it or not, to better yourself. So if that is the ultimate mentality and philosophy, is I want to make the time for me. I want to take the time for myself and focus in on myself. I've lived in my short life, I've lived a lot of it. And I have come in these last few years of my life a kind of more introspective, more self-reflecting, and more harsh on myself, but also motivating of myself. I've never taken leaps, like very risky leaps, ever. And this professional wrestling thing, before all this, I never left the state of Arkansas before. But now, since I've started, within the 2 years I've traveled through 10 different states and worked in 5 of those, if I'm not mistaken. And here in a few weeks, I'm planning on going to Florida and hopefully continue doing that for a good little weekend, and sharing that with a bunch of my friends. And I never would have been able to do that in that life beforehand. And now this life that I have now and this new me that I have now, it's very freeing, but at the same time, I'm harsh on myself for the same reason, because I'm going so fast and so hard, and I feel like I should be able to do more and grow more, but I also need to take a step back, self-reflect, see the bigger picture, and take that me time away from things. So again, that it's that balance. You want to push yourself so hard, but if you push yourself so hard too long, you'll have to eventually stop altogether. And I don't want to have to do that stop altogether too soon.
Y'all know how you have that handle on the car, but that's all I was reaching down because.
There's applause. Oh no!
I want to. You was talking. You was dropping a little bit of knowledge, Wayne. So I had to give you.
Sometimes the ramblings of a madman has some truth. A
Back,
broken clock is right twice a day.
once again, applause for our guest, Wayne Maddox. Shout out, see you there, Tasha Mack. Gunshot salute, one bad mama. That's Tasha Mack. That's the niece. You know, she called me Unc. That's the niece there. Man, you know, we're going to go ahead right now. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this up real quick. So we're going to go through these real quick. If you need any cleaning done, this is the one to call. NNB Cleaning, 501-394-9225. That's right, 501-394-9225. She is amazing with the broom, a mop, and do not worry. She won't leave a scuff in the house. She passes the white glove test. NNB Cleaning, 501-394-9225. And my boy, Rich Rockwell, Patrick and the People, a.k.a. Rich and the People. Catch him on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That's right. And guess what? The co-hostess with the mostest is back. That's right. On Monday and Tuesday and Friday, I'll be back on the show. Rich and the People. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 8 a.m. till hell, we get done. And my boys, the dads after dark, the gods of the air fryer. If they ain't air frying, they ain't trying. That's right, dads at the dark. I want to say usually Rich does this, but if I'm saying 7 p.m. I'm wrong, sorry, fellas. Just had to do what I had to do. And of course, you are watching the M Spot with me and my boy Wayne Maddox. We're gonna bring him back. We back at it. Got to put him back up here. Hold on, man. Yeah, you see things messing up. We thought we had a guest come on, so but back to Wayne Maddox. So, like I said, y'all, this is a different type of show tonight. We doing some serious conversating, but we're also talking about what we love, which is the sport of professional wrestling. Gunshot salute for that's my just. I love it. You know, I told you professional wrestling. That's what we're talking about. That's right, for real. Okay, so now, do you have any upcoming events that you got going on, and where are they, and where are your next appearances? Where are they, and where are they?
The what are they is actually tomorrow, where I am heading out to Cord, Arkansas, in the Heathen House. A 2-day, actually it's actually going on right now, but the professional wrestling, the no ring, no rules wrestling will be Friday night, and then we will be bringing in a ring to this event. It is let me back myself up a little bit. I'm getting ahead of myself. It is a death metal event, a 3-day long death metal, all day long, just hard as you can go. It's quite a wild time, and we bring quite a wild show with some no ring wrestling. But on Saturday afternoon, we'll be bringing in a full-fledged professional wrestling ring and having the Enforcer Jim Chitty Invitational Tournament. That is. Let me tell you, I'm very excited for it. I am also a little scared because there's a lot of very big, very mean guys that are just willing to really go all out, let me say, to pick up a win. It's nothing like you've ever seen before.
So wait, is the in-ring competition, is that hardcore too as well?
Yes. It is 2 nights of 2 days of just absolute destruction and demolition.
See, I am not. Okay, you know those events I don't come to. I'm not big on. I do not like the sight of pathogens. If you know what that is,
yeah.
Blood and stuff. You already know I can't stand that stuff. I mean, the guys that do it is not for me. I don't know how they do it. What is the most serious injury you ever saw in one of those matches?
like personally, like something I saw in person.
Yes.
It was not one that I was like I was in. It wasn't an event I was part of, but I went to a very big yearly event called the Carnage Cup in Tennessee. And this last year, it there was a spot where a man went through a glass a pane of glass, and it just kind of broke in a funny way, and it lodged directly into his bicep. It was I was on the other side of the world, on top of a hill when it all happened. So I didn't actually like see too much of it. Like I saw a little tiny bit from my angle, but I watched clips afterwards. I saw like the medical team going in, wrapping him up. Dude is an absolute trooper. I forgive me. I cannot remember the name at this current time who it was, but he it was his retirement match that night. Anyway, he decided to take off the boots and leave them there, but he finished out that match and literally was still in the ring for about another 20 minutes after, shaking hands with everyone.
Oh my
He was it's I know it's not for everyone. I understand that. It is brutal. It's hardcore, but it's modern day gladiators. It is sportsmanship in the strangest but also most purest way possible, and I love it. It's truly a spectacle, and at times it's a circus. And professional wrestling started in the circus. It started in the flea markets, and it's that that stuff is, in my opinion, the modern day version of the stuff that they probably were trying to do in the circuses way back when. Just maybe scripted fights, but just beating the ever living hell out of each other.
Okay, see me. Okay, like I watched the hardcore wrestling I ever watched was like to me, I would go east. As far as watching wrestling, I didn't know we in the South, and this is where a lot of that hardcore stuff people don't realize that a lot of this stuff started in the mid South and those Hacksaw Jim Duggan was the actual man who brought in the first coal miner's glove when he was with the Rat Pack, and it's a big history. I am a historian when it comes to wrestling, so I'm not big on the death matches and death fights. I do understand like companies like CZW and 3PW, XPW. ECW was more tame than a lot of these other companies I'm
Oh
mentioning.
yeah, there was the few people within ECW that really took it to like a true extreme
Terry
New Jack,
Funk,
Terry Funk,
Sabu,
like
Axel Rotten.
but it's they also still had its very pure, because that's where lucha really started to explode within the United States and whatnot, was through ECW, thanks to Paul Heyman and whatnot, seeing these guys down in Mexico. Um, so it's not just pure hardcore and whatnot. So it was a good mixture of the both.
Yeah, but like I said, but now taking that and elevate the way they did. So like that new elevation to me started with XPW and CZW. It's like
Oh
they went
yes,
to a whole different level.
definitely, yeah,
And now you have it where it's integrated like GCW, it's integrated.
yeah.
Game changer wrestling is it is the everybody goes Ring of Honor. It's not Ring of Honor. The baby of ECW is GCW. If you look at it, it's that you got that rabid audience. Rabid, they're super.
It
rabid.
really is.
Then you got the hardcore and you got the purists, and they go at it.
Hmm.
So, but as far as me, I can't do the ultra violent stuff. I don't like the sign of blood like that. And the guys do that things. I'm like, I'm so afraid somebody gonna do something that, to themselves and not be able to recover. So, do you ever have a fear of that when you watch that? Do you ever like, okay, is this gonna be the last time for this guy? Has anybody? I'm gonna ask you a question and be serious. Has anybody ever confided in you a fear of doing one of these matches?
No, every single one of them that does it because they love it. It's a just pure adrenaline rush. Because that's how I feel in the ring, just being around it as an official. I've taken spots, I've taken things, I've taken something called skewers to the head, and it's exactly what you think it
Yeah, I've
is.
seen that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's but That the drawing of the blood, there's something spiritual, something bestial almost. It's primal. It's unlocks locks something in you, and I think it's that adrenaline rush. It's a high like none other, and everyone that I have talked to loves that.
Everybody's built so different because
It is. It's truly, you have to be built different. Like, I'll be honest. I'm not really built that different. Like, I love it. And I love officiating it and whatnot. But it at the same time, it still scares me sometimes, and that's why I want to be an official within it, because I think me having that little bit of fear is, oh my god, is this person genuinely okay? It makes me safer for on their part and make sure that they're okay, and that's at the end of the day for officiating, that is my number one goal, is making sure everybody, no matter whether it's deathmatch or regular normal in the ring stuff that you'd see at your mom and pop family show, the safety of the two individuals risking their lives, putting their bodies on the line, their safety is the official's number one priority, and that is something that I pride myself in, being able to make sure everybody is okay at the end of the day, and being able to walk away with nothing more than, in the case of deathmatch, a few scrapes that put a little bit of Bactine on it and a little bit of water, a little bit of Bactine, and they're fine the next day.
okay. So now we're going back personal. I always get back personal. You can always stop me when I ask you a question and comfortable answer because I'm gonna go at it. So, with you being that type of person who's making sure they're going through that, that's a caring type thing, and that's developed outside of professional wrestling. So, the characteristics you have as a person, as a human being, your psychological makeup, and the way you care for people, did you develop that through what was it? Was it what they call it? They call it uh, nature or nurture. How did you develop that? Did you develop that on your own? Was it somebody that you patterned yourself after that taught you those? Even if they went there a long time, are those life values that you use for caring for people in the ring? Did you learn that from someone, or did you develop on your own?
Nah, I am very fortunate and very lucky. My family is through and through full of love for me and for what I do and whatnot. Like, nobody, I've had full support from everyone, no matter if it's me going off doing the crazy stuff that I'd go off and do. Like, they're scared for me and hope, and they genuinely hope I come back, but at the same time, they're proud of me and what I do, and the fact that I'm going out there and risk and trying to make something for myself. And that I feel that love, and I genuinely believe in that. Love is one of the strongest emotions ever. Like love is not the opposite. Like, hate and love are not the opposite. They're the same thing. They're both very strong emotions, and it's whether it's a positive emotion or a negative emotion, but they both come from the same place. And I want to show that I love and that I care for everyone, and I want to show that love through every aspect and through my arts and professional wrestling and officiating. That's my art, and that's what I love. And I want to make sure everyone else that I'm working with and showcasing their art, I want to make sure they're safe, and that they make sure that they can receive the love afterwards, after the hard work they put on in the ring, outside of the ring, doing whatever it is that they were doing.
Look, yo, see, he deep in what y'all think. And he shocked me. You know what I'm saying? So Sleazy, look, see, he's deeper than what you think, Sleazy, because he is the head official. I'm just gonna keep it real. If it's up to me, he's the head official. But yeah, yeah. But no, bro, that was awesome. So, I lost my parents, and I lost my mother. My father is still here, but I lost my grandparents. So my stepmother has been married to my dad. I call her mom. They've been married forever since I was a kid. So I really didn't have. I kind of grew up without parental influence all the time. It was aunts, uncles, or something like that. So my family, like, now I don't even really see them 'cause I live here. Do you still have contact with your family, and how close are you?
I'm still pretty close with at least most of my immediate family. There are definitely people I wish I could spend a little bit more time with. I definitely need to find a little bit more time. I mean, but I think we all have people that we wish we could find a little bit more time for within our day to day, week to week, month by month. But at the same time, like if they reached out to me, I reached out to them. I know I would be there for them and they'd be there for me. So I'm very fortunate and very uh, loving of them to be able to be still within most of my immediate family's lives and in some aspect, in some capacity.
Okay, so you said that they do support what you do. They love the. I mean, they support all the crazy stuff you do, which is awesome.
Yeah.
So as far as like, so do they come to events? I mean, how often they do that? Are they able to? If they are, and how far they travel out to see you if you have to travel?
I mean, yeah, I've definitely had a few. Probably the one that comes out to the most events is my nana, my grandmother. I love my nana. Love my nana. She I got her and my aunt and everything. I got them all into Tuckerman. I took them out to Tuckerman a few times. A few of their first. My nana went to a few of them before, but a lot of their first show was the Tommy Dreamer show that they had last year. So after that, of course, they fell in love with it. So ever since then, even if I'm not able to go up to Tuckerman, they will still go every once in a while if they have the free time and whatnot. So they'll definitely go out and come out to where they can. I've had my mom, she's come out to Tuckerman. My mom and stepdad, they've both come out to one of APS's shows, the show in which I entered the Royal Rumble. I got a elimination. I never felt so proud of myself. I turned around after that elimination, just jumping, hooting, and hollering, only for me to just get thrown right back over. Okay. But hey, I continued on. I officiated the rest of the match.
Okay, cool. What is your go-to? Okay, if I give you a couple of places, no, I'm gonna give you. I already know your place. What is your go-to place after a show, and what is your go-to order?
Man, I don't know if I have a few like go-to orders. I have go-to orders at a few different places. Okay. I definitely have that because I mean, of course, there is the Southern late night classic Waffle House. I love me some awful waffle. I 9 times out of 10 it's probably a Philly cheesesteak, like hash brown bowl with extra steak. And then if I'm really feeling hungry, a side of biscuits and gravy. Okay. So I will put that down in a heartbeat. There's Whataburger. Old Whataburger. Love me some Whataburger. Nothing beats a burger at 2-3 o'clock in the morning coming home.
Fresh. Oh. Hey y'all, fresh off the grill. And I ain't talking about. I'm talking them babies be like
sizzling still. They're sizzling still. I will say somewhere I unfortunately can't get anymore. There was a spot out in Hot Springs that I got a couple times called It was JJ's Truck Stop, and they had a little restaurant there, and they had the best burger at 3 o'clock in the morning. I wished I could still go out there and get it. I reminisce about that 3 o'clock in the morning burger.
Stop, bro. Are you serious, bro?
What? I'm a big man. I'm a large fella. Sometimes a large fella goes and reminisces about food in the past.
Okay, so now I've been knowing you for a while, and I'm so proud of you for your journey as far as working out, especially with your training. I've seen you with your training, you're working out. What is it doing for you to see the difference and know that people see a difference in you as far as the workouts, your conditioning, and the way you move around the ring?
Probably the thing that fills me with the most pride is when I do get in the ring and I start doing the rolls, I start doing the bumps, and they're like, "Oh my God, big boy can move." One of my favorite things, there was I can't remember his name, back with John's crew. He would call he'd always come up to me anytime I'd be doing my bumps and rolls, saying, "I swear to God, that's a fat suit on you. You ain't actually that big." And that right there is like, it lifted me up a bit. It made me feel good. Like I'm a big guy, and I've been a big guy my entire life. But man, I can do it.
It was somebody black, right?
Yes, it
See,
was.
black. See how we compliment people.
Yeah.
We be dissing you and compliment, man. You got a fat suit on. Come on, man. That's not even that's. That's a diss. Man, you got a fat suit. But it's a brother. He's smooth with it. So he's like, man, you gonna do the fat suit? Yeah, but that is so crazy, bro. But we're proud of you, bro. I think you've made a big. Like I said, when I first met you, you were working. You were reffing, but dude, you were basically almost exclusively a camera guy.
Yeah.
So
first year
how
as a
did you
camera
get?
guy.
How did you get into that type of line of work? And is that what led to you getting a referee break?
Yeah, I mean, gotta thank Sleazy. He's the guy that got me into it. It's I've always kind of liked holding a camera. I back when I first ever got my first flip phone, would take pictures all the time. Had a DSi XL and take pictures with my DSi. Loved taking pictures of my dog with it. So I've always been like, not necessarily want to take pictures of myself, but just capture the world around me. And I started getting into more videography and stuff like that, like in high school, when I started going through AV tech and whatnot, and learning some like very beginner production stuff. And that's when I realized I really like production stuff. So I've since, after high school, didn't really dabble too much. Got into the professional wrestling scene around here in Arkansas. Met Sleazy. Me and him became really good friends. He's like, "Hey man, I'm doing a wrestling event here at this place called Dedicated Art Studio in Little Rock. It's a birthday celebration for the guy that runs the place, Jose. I am doing the first ever recorded death match in Arkansas, as far as I know, and we are, and I need a camera guy to record said death match." And I said, "Sure, I don't have anything I'm doing this weekend." So I went down there, recorded it, and that was it. It's history since then.
Wow. So that was that was the cameraman thing, right?
Yeah, it's camera
And
guy.
you just converted over to refereeing.
I mean, I still dabble in both. Like right now, I'm running the Natural State Wrestling Road Crew, and it's a kind of a behind the scenes look at Natural State Wrestling, shots, stills, behind the scenes stuff within professional wrestling and within Natural State Wrestling. Granted, I've probably posted some rather personal stuff on those things, but at the same time, it is still for the behind the scenes of Natural State Wrestling. That's actually what part of my job is starting tomorrow for. When I'm going up to the Heathen House, I am taking a camera with me, taking my phone with me, and I'm gonna be capturing everything I possibly can while up there. And I'm gonna compile it all together, put it out there on the internet, and continue expanding my art within videography. It's all about the art. I like doing things. I like showing that I can do stuff and showing it to the world, saying, "Hey, I made this thing. Look at this thing I made. Aren't I cool?" And I don't know. It's a little bit of pride, I guess. It's something I can be truly proud of.
Give you an applause on that. That's cool, though. That's cool. Okay, so now, what is your mantra in life? If you had a mantra, that one thing that you can all sum up everything. Like I said, this has been, it's for anybody that tuned in, it's been an interesting interview. This ain't just been about wrestling or refereeing or officiating. We get dug into his life a little bit, and he gave us some insight on what makes him him. So now, what is your mantra that you live by? Work-wise, life-wise, what is the one saying or catchphrase that can sum you up, and why?
Live your life. Live your life. Emphasis on the your. Because, I mean, it's it's your life. At the end of the day, go back to so many other ones. YOLO, Carpe Diem, no matter, there's so many other things. You have the one life you have to live it to the absolute fullest and live it to the happiest you can possibly be. That is the ultimate goal to me. If I would say if there is a meaning to life, it is just to live it as happy as you can be. That's, yeah, I love, that's it. It's as simple as that.
All right. Well, now check it out. So now this is where the program gets to the end. You have like I give everybody time. I give everybody their time. So now I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna take a little small music break. I'm gonna allow you off camera. You can come back. I'm gonna give you 5 minutes to say anything you want to say to anybody. So we're gonna take a small break. I'm gonna play a little. Matter of fact, I'm gonna play a little music right now. Take a small break. We will be right back with the last 5. Is what I'm calling it. That's what he's getting, 5. We'll be right back.
Welcome to the M spot. Yeah. Mac Manz. Let's go. Woo. Yeah. M spot with a mindset shift. Yeah. Motivation turn pain to a gift. Let's go. Momentum when the moment don't quit. Mac Manz talk truth. This is it. Yeah, I'm back with the facts. News hit fast, no cap. Sports talk, real talk. Bring the guests to the map. Different walks, different lives. Every voice get heard. Message in the madness. Every line got a word. Motivation when you feel like you stuck in place. Momentum keep pushing when you losing the race. Moments turn legends when you stay on the grind. Maturation, elevation of the mind. M-spot with a mindset shift. Yeah. Motivation turn pain to a gift. Let's go. Momentum when the moment don't quit. Mac Manz talk truth. This is it. M-spot. Mac Manz. The M-spot. With mindset meets momentum. Woo.
Okay, I'm back. This is the last 5 minutes. We talked a lot of things about emotions. We talked about how to keep yourself happy. We talked about family. Now I'm going to give Wayne Maddox. This is a platform for the platformless. I'm going to give Wayne Maddox his 5 minutes of fame. You're on.
All right, y'all. I know a few of y'all out there may not know exactly who I am and what I've been doing for these past few months. I am currently the senior official over Natural State Wrestling, but I've also been at odds with another man who some have claimed as senior official himself. I know I said earlier I wasn't going to name any names, but I just wanted to address something real quick. Lucas Tubbs. I want to say here on a very public, very wide open platform here on the internet that I've thought a lot about what I've done to you. I've come to your house unannounced, recording you on your doorstep, and I have done a lot of thinking, and I do think it is time for me to say I am truly sorry. Tomorrow, me and you, we're going to be rubbing shoulders with each other. We're going to be officiating matches together starting tomorrow. We'll be camping out on grounds 20 feet apart from each other, sleeping nearly side by side. And I just wanted to clear the air a little bit with you and say I am sorry that I have said and done some very unbecoming things of someone that is a senior official. And I hope over the course of this small weekend that we have, this Friday and Saturday that we'll be having together, that we can unite again. We were friends. Just a year ago, me and you hung out together at this same event behind the stage of the Heathen House. You videoed me and took pictures of me after I got those little meat skewers stuck out of my head. And we go back, man. And so I think after all this, after everything's said and done, I think me and you can see eye to eye again. And I hope this weekend in front of the wild and crazy crew that is Natural State Wrestling, and the even wilder, even more crazier crew of the Heathen House participating in the Arkansas Death Fest. I think we can learn to be friends again, and I have a lot of learning to do, and I just hope that you are as forgiving and accepting as I think you are. Lucas, once again, I am truly sorry for everything that I have said and everything I have done. Mac, I think I've said all I needed to say. I thank you for having me on your show, giving me this platform to clear the air with these people that I have ultimately wronged in the past.
Yeah, you're welcome. It's been
This was serious. I'm being very serious, very genuine. Come on, man. This is the serious podcast.
Okay, I got you. But I gave you 5 minutes. It's up, so you can leave now.
All right, see you.
Hey, y'all.
Same time next week. Same time next week. All right, okay. I'll text you.
You guys, give it up for my boy.
Your knob fell off here. I'm just going to throw it back at you.
Give it up to my boy Wayne Maddox. Okay, y'all, look, there was some jumping going on during the show, and tonight I just decided to have fun. Wasn't about a bunch of views. It was about one man getting a platform, honestly, to do what he loves to do. Wayne Maddox is a real person. He's an official. He loves people, and as you got to see, he was just more than what people see on the outside. And that's what I mean by perception. Today I put out a social media post called Reception, Reflection, or Rejection. Because what's going on in most of us in life is we see a person and we think that is what they're all about. Not getting to know who they are, what they really got going on, or what makes them tick. We do it with situations all the time.
Sorry, I forgot my drink.
As I was saying, everybody has a life and a story. Every situation has a reason. Please, instead of always thinking you know what's going on with somebody or always trying to anticipate what you think an outcome would be, let things ride out. Get to know somebody. Get to know what the situation is about before you want to judge. Choose not to get involved. Don't. But Maddox was an example of what I'm talking about when it comes to people. He's a guy who loves people, loves life, and he's into professional wrestling. Most people look at him and they already are judgmental. But as you saw, he's like an onion. And that what Donkey said, he had very, very, very many layers. So thank y'all for tuning in. For those who tuned in, I appreciate you. And much love always. Gunshot salute. Next week, man, we will be on here with another guest. I will let you know who it will be by the weekend. We can get some more things built up. But thank everybody who watched. Like I said, I let Wayne get a platform. It wasn't everybody's cup of tea, but it doesn't really matter. The M Spot is a platform for the platformless. And I'm going to always, always show that love. You do the same. Good night.
Welcome to the M Spot. Yeah. Mac Manz. Let's go. Woo. Yeah. M Spot with a mindset shift. Yeah. Motivation turn pain to a gift. Let's go. Momentum when the moment don't quit. Mac Manz talk truth. This is it. Yeah, I'm back with the facts. News hit fast, no cap. Sports talk, real talk. Bring the guests to the map. Different walks, different lives. Every voice get heard. Message in the madness. Every line got a word. Motivation when you feel like you stuck in place. Momentum keep pushing when you losing the race. Moments turn legends when you stay on the grind. Maturation, elevation of the mind. M Spot with a mindset shift. Yeah.